Hello, everyone. My name is Pranav Rastogi. I am a program manager on the Azure HDInsight team. As part of the team, I spend a lot of my time in making it easier for customers to get started with big data on Azure. Today, we'll take a look at building intelligent apps on Azure HDInsight, which is an enterprise grade platform for industry's leading open source technologies. The best way to explain big data is to look at how customers are leveraging big data to be more productive on Azure HDInsight. AccuWeather is a global technology firm which is leveraging Microsoft Cloud to build predictive analytics as part of their solutions. With the power of Microsoft Cloud and Azure HDInsight, AccuWeather has been able to scale to billions of requests a day and to scale petabytes of data in size. The best way to look at big data is how data changes in terms of volume, velocity, and variety. AccuWeather has been able to correlate data from different sources, store them in HDInsight, process the data, apply machine learning models, and predict the outcome of weather patterns. Together with this combination, AccuWeather has been able to work with the Union Pacific Railway, where they were able to predict a tornado that was going to come in another 30 minutes. And because of this prediction, the railway stopped about 8 trains and thus saving many lives and millions of dollars. Once an organization starts going down the route of big data and advanced analytics, many new scenarios come up. AccuWeather has partnered with Starbucks, for example, to improve supply chain. They've been able to look at seasonal variations in temperatures and help Starbucks optimize their pipeline of ice and water cups. So, big data involves a lot of scenarios. It involves real time batch, it involves machine learning, it involves advanced analytics. And the best place to do big data and an open source analytics is on HDInsight. This journey was not easy for AccuWeather though. Big data is hard. It's very hard to obtain skills. It's very hard to customize an environment. Hadoop and Spark are big open source projects. However, how do you install them? How do you optimize them? How do you make sure that they're running reliably? How do you get value of such a complicated system? And then how do you integrate Hadoop and Spark with existing IT investments? So let's say you've set up your authentication using Active Directory, then how do you use the same authentication with your Hadoop deployments? So while we can leverage the benefits of big data, implementing a big data solution is hard today on premises. And this is where Azure HDInsight comes in. Azure HDInsight is a cloud, Spark, and Hadoop service for the enterprise. It's a reliable service with an enterprise-grade SLA of 3 nines, and this is an SLA that involves the entire cluster, which includes all your nodes. HDInsight is enterprise ready, so it has features such as enterprise security and monitoring. So you can leverage the benefits of Azure Active Directory for authentication. You can have fine-grained ranger policies. So as an enterprise IT, you can easily integrate HDInsight with your solution. It's also the best productivity platform for developers and data scientists. We have a rich ecosystem of tools around Visual Studio, IntelliJ, Eclipse. We also have rich notebooks integration with Jupyter and Zeppelin that data scientists and data developers can use to be more productive. HDInsight is cost effective with cloud. That means that when you start an HDInsight cluster, we separate out the compute and the storage components of Hadoop. So that means your data can be in Azure Blob Store or Azure Data Lake Store, which are designed for scale. And then you can spin up HDInsight clusters and delete clusters without losing your data. Over time, as enterprises move from on-prem to the cloud, this dynamic nature of deploying Hadoop in the cloud lowers the total cost of ownership by 60% because now you don't have to have the clusters running all the time. Also, as part of our open source analytics effort, HDInsight integrates with industry's leading ISV applications. One of the biggest problems with Hadoop and Spark is how to get started quickly and how to get insights from your data faster. There are a lot of these ISV applications that build on top of Hadoop to do a variety of scenarios from all the way to ingestion, to storing, to processing, to analyzing, visualizing, and they make it very easy to get insights from data faster. And then lastly, it's very easy for administrators to manage an HDInsight cluster. You don't have to know Hadoop. It's a fully managed offering where Microsoft manages the uptime of the cluster, and you as an organization can spend your time on your investments on your IP itself. Lastly, Microsoft has been rated in the top right corner by Forrester in the Big Data Hadoop Cloud Wave. The reason it has happened is all about Microsoft's investment in making Hadoop easier and reliable in the cloud. Lastly, if you would like to learn more about HD Insight, we have lots of articles on getting started with HD Insight on Azure, where you can learn about how to write Hive jobs, how to write Spark, Storm, Kafka, LLAP, R Server, and many more features around the Hadoop ecosystem. I hope you like this presentation on HD Insight, which is an industry's leading enterprise grade platform for open source analytics. Thank you.